All right, so for those who can't see, that says more than 1,600 applicants filed for marijuana micro business lottery in Missouri in 2024. So this is last year's reports. So we got another round coming up this year in April, and I might be getting in there. It's my time to shine, right? Somebody got to do it. Hell.
Marijuana micro business applications in Missouri officially closed yesterday. More than 1,600 applications were filed. If you're interested, a micro business produces marijuana for medical and adult use, but it's done so on a smaller scale and without the same lofty overhead costs the bigger operations incur. That opens the market to a variety of growers.
And micro businesses must have 250 marijuana plants or less. There can only be 2 dispensaries and 4 wholesale facilities per congressional district. So that is a total of 48 licenses that will be granted in the state through a lottery system. But again, as Sam said, 1,600 people apply.
Stakes here pretty high as businesses anxiously await to see if they're chosen. News 4's Nathan Vickers live in Ferguson tonight after talking to shop owners looking forward to this next chapter. Nathan?
That's right. The marijuana industry in Missouri has developed very, very quickly, and you have a lot of creativity in that industry, too. This is a Greenlight dispensary in Ferguson, Missouri, and they're doing what's called a farmer's market. So they have people in with some specials that can meet with the people who are actually selling and growing and producing the cannabis. And all of these people say that more people entering the industry is a good thing. In a growing industry,
this is just like all of our fertilizer here.
Bo Bradley's shop has found a niche.
They come here for basically everything.
He runs Grow Active Solutions, a cultivation supply shop in Tower Grove.
It's a really good community that we have here in St. Louis and in Missouri.
As the cannabis industry has developed, so have shops like his that sell equipment for home growing. Now, some of his customers are looking forward to Missouri's next chapter in marijuana.
I think that micro licenses are good for the community in general.
Micro businesses are smaller cannabis operations with fewer than 250 plants. The state will issue permits through a lottery system, granting just 6 in each congressional district per year.
We do have clients that are, turning in their applications that would like to get their foot into the door into the lottery.
The program is designed to expand the cannabis industry beyond existing dispensaries.
A lot of choices for consumers.
Tom Bomarito owns Greenlight in Ferguson. He says micro businesses are a little like craft breweries.
It's going to allow some folks that didn't have the money to get into the bigger, larger group that we're in.
He thinks it'll be good for the industry to have more sellers.
They'll have their own growers, and they'll have their own manufacturers, and they'll have their own dispensaries. And it'll be a closed group, so they will trade amongst each other.
As businesses keep growing, Bradley hopes to see new entrepreneurs popping up in the city.
I think that having those micro licenses will really let local people be able to show what they're capable of in this market and give them a chance to show themselves.
Well, the state says that they're going to award those permits sometime in October, but I've been talking to some people in the industry who think that the state could announce those a little bit sooner, maybe as soon as September. Reporting live in Ferguson, Nathan Vickers, News 4.
That is.
The craziest thing about legalization in New York City is that it happened, and then all of these dispensaries appeared, and people just thought, oh, this is legalization. These are the dispensaries.
The big thing about the regulated market is the safety. When you smoke our flower, you're smoking something that's just sun-grown, grown directly in the native soil from New York. You guys want to just walk and see some huge plants? We call this the Keef Chief. It's quite pungent.
We actually are going to be hitting about 6,000 joints in packaging today.
You can have $100,000 worth of product in a vehicle at any one time.
I've sold Nick's Dimes 2 for $20. How often do orders come through?
Like every second. Follow
the wall, we're going to cross the street, we'll stand in front of the Will Smith building. Recently, it feels like everywhere you go in New York City, marijuana. People have been selling weed behind closed doors for decades, but since legalization took effect in March 2021, vendors have been popping up everywhere. Some of them legal, and others not so much. While smoking weed is legal anywhere that smoking cigarettes is, selling it is subject to much stricter regulations. Recent crackdowns initiated by the mayor's office have shuttered around 1,000 shops.
We will find you, we will shut you down, we're more sophisticated than you.
But besides the law, are there any other tangible differences between the legal and illegal
So
markets? In order to find out...